welcome back to Meet Synapse podcast. Still invading a lot of skin conditions, and today we're so happy to announce about our guest. She is Dr. Ines Atiyah, professor and consultant of dermatology. She will be our guide into our new adventure, which is atopic dermatitis. Welcome, Dr. Ines.
Thank you.
Thank you for having you today, and we are so sure that you will support us with very valuable insights. So we will start from the basics. What is the meaning of atopic dermatitis, and how it's common?
Atopic dermatitis is the eczema specific in people with the tendency to atopy, which is type 2 skin inflammation. These people, they will have since early childhood or infancy, the tendency to have eczema, allergic rhinitis, allergic conjunctivitis, asthma, and food allergy.
Great. So, Dr. Ines, what is the main symptom of and signs of atopic dermatitis in diagnosis?
First and foremost, of course, the itchy skin rash, the itchy eczema. And usually the patient will start early in infancy or childhood with personal or family history of atopic dermatitis or atopy in general, dry skin, dry eye, and other symptoms can be there as well, such as the pityriasis alba, the nail pitting, Denny-Morgagni fold, which is like some fold under the eye. There is a specific feature for the patient with atopic dermatitis.
Great. Dr. Ines, what are the risk factors and causes for atopic dermatitis?
First is the family history, of course, because the family history is a risk factor, genetic factor in atopic dermatitis. And expression of the atopic dermatitis, it will depend on the presence of environmental factors as well. Like people will have the genes and they will have the tendency, the family tendency of atopic dermatitis, but the manifestation will be affected by the environmental factors, such as using harsh soaps, exposure to environmental allergens, and irritants.
Great. Dr. Ines, as we mentioned previously, some skin conditions have maybe common symptoms. So how does atopic dermatitis differ from other skin conditions like eczema?
It's a kind of eczema, but there is a specific distribution and a specific pattern of it. Usually in infantile eczema, we notice that there is red spots in the face, on the cheeks of the infant. And sometimes it's affecting also the extensor surfaces of the limbs. There is in the childhood phase, it will be affecting the skin folds, mostly the antecubital fossa of the arms, behind the knees. And in the adulthood, it will be manifesting differently. It can be again in the extensor surfaces or in the flexures, or it can be localized eczema, usually will affect certain areas of the body, such as hand dermatitis, eyelids, or lips, cheilitis. This is the most common areas in adulthood.
Great. So, Dr. Ines, from your clinical experience, what are the most effective treatment options? And the choice is depend on what?
First and foremost, the most important is the moisturizer, because the atopic dermatitis is characterized by dry skin and the destruction of the barrier of the skin. Second comes other treatments. It depends on the age, the extent of the lesions, the severity of the lesions, how bad it's affecting the sleep of the patient, the school performance of the child, the family, and also how bad it's affecting the quality of life in general.
Great. Dr. Ines, sometimes lifestyle modification and tips may affect negatively or positively on some skin conditions. So how can lifestyle changes and self-care practice help managing atopic dermatitis?
Of course, using the moisturizer on daily basis, protection from environmental allergens and irritants, a healthy food style with high fiber diet and full of antioxidants also will help the skin to regenerate. The patient should have regular exercise, should seek psychological support if in case there is sleep deprivation from the itching or there is bad quality of life.
Great. So, as you mentioned, the quality of life, how can atopic dermatitis affect patient quality of life, and what is the challenges related to atopic dermatitis?
The challenges are many because they are not related only to the patient, it's related also to the family stress, particularly if the patient is an infant or a child. Because as we said, the major part of the patients are in infancy and the childhood. Almost 20% of the patients are in infancy and the childhood, and these are affected together with their families. So the quality of life of both of the child and the family are on focus. We have to treat if the patient and also to support the family. We have to educate the family. We have to educate the mother that, for example, don't use harsh soap, cleaning of the skin gently, encourage the child not to use the nails for scratching, just to pat the skin if he feels itchy, and to apply the moisturizer. Encourage the mother also not to have pets at home because they can exacerbate the condition, particularly if the child is allergic to. No plants at home also, no fluffy toys. Encourage the mother also to clean the house using the vacuum cleaner to reduce the house dust mites, which can aggravate also the condition. So it's a whole story of a whole life.
Great, exactly. I totally agree with you, as a lot of precautions may prevent some complications and maybe decrease the severity of a medical condition. So, Dr. Ines, at the end, what are the long-term implications of atopic dermatitis and can it be cured?
Now, with the era of biologics, we can say that it can be cured or controlled by using the treatments. And the targeted biologics of atopic dermatitis, they are totally safe. There is no any need for, like before we used to use for small areas, we use creams. And for moderate areas, we use phototherapy. For large areas, we used also to use sometimes the corticosteroids, systemic corticosteroids or immunosuppressants. But now the targeted biological therapies, they are completely safe. They don't have any baseline test to do. They don't have any side effects on the long run, any serious side effects on the long run. So it's really a magic. So now we can say that we can control the disease and sometimes we can reach to a cure.
Great. It's very good news for all patients to be more maybe safe and trust. There are some treatments maybe very safe about their children and their health as well. So, Dr. Ines, finally, I need to thank you so much for your valuable insights and discovering all tips beyond atopic dermatitis. Thank you so much for having you today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.